So this is a really interesting belief that we have to challenge. So if you really think about it, would you ever just keep going? Would you ever just keep being sick? No. You're going to stop at some point. Your stomach will be empty at some point. And whether or not you're sick 1 time, 5 times, 10 times, or 15 times, it's going to not be fun. The entire night is just probably going to be kind of rough. So what you're saying is, because you're afraid of the many times you're ruining your life and giving your power away to this thing, even though every once in a while humans do get sick. It's not always guaranteed that you're going to be sick that many times. But even if you think about it, when you're sick each time, it's only for like a minute or 2. So we don't want to give our entire existence away. So when we're sitting on our deathbed and we're thinking about the life that we lived, and we restricted it and we gave all of our power away to this thing, that only happens every once in a while. It is not a common thing, and often we are not that sick. That is a very rare thing, to be that sick. Something has to be very wrong for you to be sick that many times, and it will come to an end. You've got to challenge that unhelpful thinking and say, this will come to an end at some point. I have to cope with it, whether it's 1 time or 10 times. The best thing that we can do is to mitigate. For example, when I was really sick, I set up the bathroom for myself to be comfortable, and I just said to myself, here we go, whatever it is, it will be. And I just pushed myself through, and I dealt with it until it was done, and it was not a fun experience. I was weak the next day, but after that you start eating again normally, you feel better, and you just don't want to give away your entire life to something like this, because there are things in life that are unpredictable and sudden. And even if you think about it, when you're sick, it's not even actually painful. It's just really uncomfortable and kind of gross. So, but I don't expect you to think that way right now. The thing is, you have to go through the Thrive program and to learn everything that's in the modules in a scaffolded way to help it to make sense. You're not going to gain secondary coping skills by me just explaining something like that to you. You're probably thinking like, well, I can intellectually grasp that, but I still don't feel different. And that's because you have to work on the skill sets to implement these things into your lives. It can't just happen overnight. It will take time to reverse all of those things that you've built up and that you've created and that you keep doing and thinking, and that's keeping the emetophobia alive. Emetophobia is like a balloon of an unhelpful belief that we just keep blowing air into unless we decide to stop doing that. And that's where your coach can come in and help you understand how to do these things throughout the 6 to 8 weeks that you would work with one of us. So I hope that helps.